What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band House of Atreus, entitled The Spear and the Ichor That Follows. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very aggressive, mid-paced, Greek-themed style of melodic death metal. Yeah, the first time I had ever heard this band was their 2013 EP entitled Into the Brazen Bull. After hearing that EP, I was very blown away by it. I love the structure, I love the high emphasis on great guitar riffs, incredible melodies, awesome vocal deliveries. It pretty much had an essence of pretty much some of the older mid-90s melodic death metal outfits. I mean, I said it back in my most anticipated albums of 2015 that this band pretty much reminded me of our Ghostland. It reminded me of our Ghostland in a musical sort of standpoint. The galloping guitar riffs, the song structures, it had that sort of vibe. But also, there was a vibe that screamed Hellenic black metal. I mean, Verathorn, Rotting Christ, I could pick up a lot of the early material in this band's work, even going back to the very first demo this band ever put out. Just a lot of potential this band had to show. And once I found out they were coming out with a debut full-length, I was really excited. I wanted to hear how they were going to evolve as a band into their next step. And the next step being their debut full-length, The Spear and the Ichor That Follows. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 44 minutes in length, and after giving this album many listens, I've let it, it's become a perpetual grower. It's become more and more infectious and catchy to listen to anytime I hear it, and this is pretty much a melodic death metal sort of clinic going on here and being represented. That's the main story of this entire album, is the emphasis on great melodies and solid death metal. It sounds awesome, and it very much sounds awesome when you listen to the guitar riffs. Once again, mentioning the galloping sort of style being represented in the riffs, the leads, the tremolos, the solos. It's just so marvelous to listen to. You hear it on tracks like Messenger of a Shaken Host, Arestia, The Unforgotten Scorns, Hair to the Crown of Sodom. Just some amazing guitar riffs being done here throughout the entire album. Very good pace, nice production. I love the way that these riffs sound, the melody. Once again, going to the melodies, this is a band that can pull off this sort of style and do it great justice. Bass guitar-wise, it sounds awesome too. I love the way that the bass is being represented here, nice and clear. More often than anything, this is a guitar-driven record, definitely highlighted by the high leads and melodies, but the bass does its job well too. Drum-wise, the drums maintain a very good pace all the way throughout. Nothing too fast or slow. It feels just right all the way through. Good emphasis on double bass, little quick fills and rolls here and there. Just a nice multi-tiered sort of drum performance, and I love the way that this drummer sounds, especially when it comes to the lengthier tracks of this album. Most of the tracks on here run from around 4 to 6 minutes in length, so this isn't just some fast, overly long record. This is a well-timed and well-paced sort of 44-minute album. When it comes to the vocals, I love the vocal style that's being represented here. I love the growl and intensity that this guy has. Definitely well-worded and articulate. I love his delivery, his anger, his passion. It's really well showcased here, especially when it comes to this band's style and lyrical content, and almost Grecian, Shakespearean sort of vibe going on here when it comes to the lyrics. I like the way this guy sounds, and he does a very marvelous vocal performance. A lot of growling, a little bit of high cut sort of red screams towards the second half of the record. I really dig the way this guy sounds. So overall, if you're a fan of melodic death metal, if you're into Hellenic black metal, if you're into death metal that has really good emphasis on melodic riffs. House of Atreus is a band for you to be checking out. They're only going to get better from here, and this debut album is a really awesome, proper starting point for them to get more well-known and get even more respect than I feel they already have. So, if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Messenger of a Shaken Host, Orestia, The Unforgotten Scorns, Hair to the Crown of Sodom, and The River Black. Just some really great songs going on here. So, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will link you to the Dark Descent Records Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally, and it is also available on CD and 12-inch vinyl. Whatever floats your boat, definitely pick it up any one of those ways. So, again, the album is The Spear and the Ichor That Follows by House of Atreus. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Definitely check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Very impressive debut, and I'm looking forward to hearing more great things about this band. So, support House of Atreus. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Armijo out.